What's inside this capsule may help prevent the flu, colds, and even ease arthritis. It's vitamin E, and you learn about it in Reader's Digest. This ancient art has become a little too popular with today's kids.
Reader's Digest is an American journal interest family magazine. The magazine was first issued on February 5th, 1922, and to this very day, the magazine is still alive and healthy. So, how did it become so popular? Let's find out. Inception and growth. In 1922, DeWitt Wallace started the magazine while he was recovering from shrapnel wounds received in World War I. Wallace had the idea to gather a sampling of favorite articles on many subjects from various monthly magazines, sometimes considering and rewriting them, and to combine them into one magazine. Since its inception, Reader's Digest has maintained a conservative and anti-communist perspective on political and social issues. The Wallaces initially hoped the journal could provide $5,000 of net income. Wallace's assessment of what the potential mass-market audience wanted to read led to rapid growth. By 1929, the magazine had 290,000 subscribers and had a gross income of $900,000 a year. The first international edition was published in the United Kingdom in 1938. By the 40th anniversary of Reader's Digest, it had 40 international editions in 13 languages in Braille, and at one point, it was the largest circulating journal in China, Mexico, Spain, Sweden, Peru, and other countries, with a total international circulation of 23 million. The magazine's format for several decades consisted of 30 articles per issue, one per day, along with it pays to increase your word power, vocabulary quiz, a page of amusing anecdotes and personal glimpses, 2 features of funny stories entitled Humor in Uniform and Life in these United States, and a lengthier article at the end, usually condensed from a published book. Other regular features were My Most Unforgettable Character, since discontinued, the Drama in Real Life Survival Stories, and more recently, That's Outrageous. These were all listed in the table of continents on the front cover. Each article was prefaced by a small, simple line drawing. In more recent times, the format evolved into flashy, colorful, eye-catching graphics throughout and many short bits of data interspread with full articles. The table of contents is now contained inside. From 2003 to 2007, the back cover featured Our America, paintings of Rockwell-style whimsical situations by artist C.F. Payne. Another monthly consumer advice feature is What People in Various Professions Won't Tell You, with a different profession featured each time. The first word power column of the magazine was published in the January 1945 edition, written by Wilfred J. Funk. In December 1952, the magazine published Cancer by the Carton, a series of articles that linked smoking with lung cancer, and this topic was later repeated in other articles. From 2002 to 2006, Reader's Digest conducted a vocabulary competition in schools throughout the U.S. called Reader's Digest National Word Power Challenge. In 2007, the magazine said it will not have the competition for the 2007-2008 school year, but rather to use the time to evaluate the program in every respect, including scope, mission, and model for implementation. In 2006, the magazine published 3 more local language editions in Slovenia, Croatia, and Romania. In October 2007, the digest expanded into Siberia. The magazine's licensee in Italy stopped publishing in December 2007. The magazine launched in the People's Republic of China in January 2008. It ceased publishing in China in 2012 due to a lack of sales caused by a relatively high price, a poorly defined audience, and low-quality translated content. For 2010, the U.S. edition of the magazine reduced its publishing schedule to 10 times a year, rather than 12, and to increase digital offerings. It also cut off its circulation guarantee for advertisers to 5.5 million copies from 8 million. In announcing that decision in June 2009, the company said that it planned to reduce its number of celebrity profiles and how-to features, and increase the number of inspiring spiritual stories and stories about the military. Beginning in January 2013, the U.S. edition was increased to 12 times a year. Business organization and ownership. In 1990, the magazine's parent company, the Reader's Digest Association Incorporated, RDA, became a publicly traded corporation. From 2005 through 2010, RDA reported a net loss each year. In March 2007, Ripplewood Holdings, LLC led to a consortium of private equity investors who bought the company through a leveraged buyout for 2.8 billion US dollars, financed primarily by the issuance of 2.2 billion US dollars of debt. Ripplewood invested $275 million of its own money and had partners including Rothschild, Bank of Zurich, and GoldenTree Asset Management of New York. The private equity deal tripled the association's interest payments to $148 million a year. On August 24, 2009, RDA announced it had filed with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court and arranged Chapter 11 bankruptcy to continue operations and to restructure $2.2 billion US dollars debt undertaken by a leveraged buyout transaction. The company emerged from bankruptcy with the lenders exchanging debt for equity, and Ripplewood's entire equity investment was extinguished. In April 2010, the UK arm was sold to its management. It has a licensing deal with the US company to continue publishing the UK edition. On February 17, 2013, RDA Holding filed for a bankruptcy a second time. The company was purchased for £1 by Mike Luckwell, a venture capitalist and once the biggest shareholder in WPPP Place. And there's the history of Reader's Digest. How did it become so popular? Well, I think when they started to expand into international markets, I think that's how they became very popular, and they also started to get more subscribers when entering in those international markets as well. But anyways, with that being said, I think this is where I'm going to end off this video. If you guys happen to enjoy this video, please make sure to the like button. And also, don't forget to subscribe. I get videos every single day. And also, sorry if my voice sounded funny throughout the video. I currently have a cold as of the time I'm recording this video. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!